Good evening. This is Gary P. Balcom Sr. from Hemingway, South Carolina. And as always, this is about politics. But also tonight, I would like to, and I'm only going to get into people that try to help their community. And they do it in hopes to help what they're raising funds for. And I would like to say my hat's off to Tamara and Dale Johnson. I saw on Facebook where they're planning to hold a fundraiser for the Hemingway Police Department. Well, I'll tell you what, if anybody ever needed a fundraiser before, it is the Police Department of Hemingway, South Carolina. I have watched Chief Ron Douglas over in Johnsonville have fundraisers for his department. He gets to keep all his money, and he has made himself quite a very nice police department, if nice is the way to put it. It's nice, it works out, okay? He's got good equipment. He's got good people that work for him. They're an upstanding police department, okay? They just don't go out and screw with people to be screwing with them. They actually do police work, okay? They're very good at it. Ron and his staff have done a great job. Now, I used to be a member of the Hemingway Police Department, so I would just like to give Tamara and Dale Johnson a little advice. I think it's great what you want to do. I think it's fantastic because the Hemingway Police Department needs it. But do some research. Talk to some people. Make sure that the money that you raise goes to the police department and stays in the police department. I have my reasons for saying that. One of the chief of police that I worked under when I worked there was very good at getting grants for the police department. These grants ended up getting shoved in the general fund of the town, and the police department saw very little of the money. I spoke with this particular chief about maybe having a fundraiser, okay? Maybe we could get around it that way. Have a fundraiser, raise some money, and we keep it and try to buy ourselves some new equipment, one thing and another, to get a better police department. It was told to us by the town council that everything has to run through them. It goes through the general fund, and it will be divvied out as they see fit. Well, I'm sorry, that's not the way a fundraiser works, unless you live in Hemingway, okay? That's the way it is. So, do your research before you put a lot of time and effort in this, because the money that you raise may end up in the hands of the city council and in the general fund, and the poor police department may never see a dime. Okay? Make no mistake, I said they may never see a dime. Covering my ass. So they can't say, I said this or I said that. Okay? I'm covering my ass. If I had to guess, it probably won't, but you never know. they might get it. But I doubt it. Look at Johnsonville. They've done their own fundraisers. Like I said, they got a great police department. They have a full staff. Hemingway Police Department could not keep a full staff to save their life. Why? Because the members of the town council do not give two shits about the police department. They're back down to 2 officers again. One I know very well, who is a fantastic officer. Her name is Brenda Lambert. She is great. Worked with her for a lot of years at the sheriff's office. Fantastic officer. And I hope she stays. We need somebody like her in this town. Tamara and Dale, my hat's off to you. Thank you so much for doing a fundraiser. But before I got too far into it, I'd find out, do the research, find out how it all works, get it in writing, in duplicate. Get it in writing. Make sure you got a copy and a half a dozen other people got a copy. Make sure the press has got a copy. Okay? And if you do go through with the fundraiser, also have it in writing that there's transparency. How the money is spent, to make sure that all the money that you raise for the police department goes to the police department. So that's just my advice for tonight, my political opinion. I know this is about to piss a whole lot of people off, but I've been there, lived through it, I know. But again, thank you very much to Tamara and Dale. You got good hearts. You're good people, good upstanding business owners of this town, and on behalf of all the people of the town of Hemingway, I would like to say thank you. I wish I could go to the council meetings and have my say on it, but I don't live in the city limits, so I don't have any say. But please just kind of look into what I was talking about, and hopefully I am 100% wrong on this, okay? I really do hope I'm 100% wrong on this, and all the money that you raise goes to the police department, because they really need it, okay? They can't keep people working there for nothing. We got 2 officers that are busting their humps right now to keep this town covered and having to get help from the sheriff's office. That don't make no sense. And it's been like that ever since I started working there. Alroy Powell and myself run this town by ourselves for a long time. I worked 12-hour days, he worked 12-hour nights. We worked 7 days a week. Did we get a thank you? Did we get a pay raise? No. We didn't get nothing. Except for, that's it. And that's why they can't keep people. Because they don't pay them crap. They think they're going to pay them diddly squat money and keep somebody? Nah. This is just a starting point or an in-between point for somebody. And that's why this town will never have good protection unless the city council gets off the bucks and pays them. Or unless good people like Tamara and Dale have fundraisers and the police department actually gets to keep the money. But anyway, I've said enough about that. I'm going to hush. I'll be waiting on the phone calls and the feedback, because I know, like I said, I have just pissed a whole lot of people off, but the truth is the truth, and they're just going to have to get the hell over it. Thank you. I'm Gary P. Balcom from Hemingway, South Carolina. May God bless you all. May God bless our country. And may God bless our President, Donald J. Trump. Thank you, and have a great night. It's January 10th, 2019. Have to get used to that now, new year. Good night to all. Thank you for listening. And please spread this around everybody you know that lives within the city limits of Hemingway, so that the ones that do live in the city limits can go to the council meetings and they can express their opinions on the good that Tamara and Dale Johnson are trying to do for our police department. Thank you.